Hi everybody, this is Cassie Woodhelm with assignment 14, and I just got done playing the games that we were supposed to play this week, and I liked most of them. They were pretty cool. Um, However, almost all of them you did not have to play. You could just watch, which I thought was kind of interesting. The only one that you really had to play was the plan, because you didn't go anywhere unless you moved the fly up. So in the aspects of does player participation matter, it really doesn't unless you're in the plan. Um, so with the time frame, you just walk around in this world and you know, you can sit there and things will still happen, or you can move around. And then in passage, you sit there and you can move forward, and it will move forward for you if you don't move forward yourself. And then the end of us also just moves forward, and you can make your little asteroid go faster or slow it down, but the screen still moves. So regardless of what you do, you're still going. So it kind of affects gameplay because the player doesn't have to be too involved at all, but it also still tells a story. So it's kind of nice that you still get a story out of it without necessarily playing the game. Most of these have a time limit, just because at a certain point the player or the character in the story gets to an end point and they end up, dying, or something happens at the end. So like with the end of us, they end up crashing into Earth, or you just keep moving through space. Um, I ended up playing where I ran into Earth, and the countdown made me feel like I needed to stop the asteroid from falling into Earth. So it was kind of interesting how they did that. Like the numbers started getting red as seconds got closer and closer to crashing. And then the other games, like Passage, it's only 5 minutes long, so it's like your lifespan. So that was pretty interesting. So all the games pretty much had a time frame to them. The virtual space and all these games, they kind of varied a lot, just because it went from a pretty basic graphics in the Passage to a full-on 3D virtual world where you could look at all angles of the world you're in the game time frame. And so it kind of affected, just because you either were able to look past the world or like the screen that you're in, or you weren't able to, and it kind of added to what you're able to figure out in each game. So the Passage was just the 2D, and it was a little like strip that you kept going in, and then the end of us was just a square, and you couldn't go outside of the square. And then in the plan, you could make your fly disappear, but you weren't able to go outside of their parameters anyway. And then the time in each game, I kind of talked about that before, how it was being used. It just kind of adds intensity, or it makes you wonder what's going to happen. It also lets you know that no matter what you do, these things will happen. So yeah. For the next part of the assignment, the game remix, I chose to remix Dylan Kateki's game. Sorry if I butchered your last name there. I really liked this game. It was kind of cool. I played the link he attached last assignment, and I really liked it. So for those of you who don't know his game, it's kind of like you wake up in New York City, and then you find out that everyone's a zombie, and there's a cure, and you get to figure out if you want to find it and assemble a zombie army, that kind of thing. So for my remix, what I did was I added the factor of not only having zombies, but adding vampires and demons, and then the zombies. So then everyone's searching for this cure, so not just him. And I think that would add more intensity and more kind of competition, and it could lead to a lot more, I guess, allies and traps and fighting in the game. It could just add a lot of twists and turns. So I attached a little trailer that I made for the introduction of the game, just kind of like a still image trailer that would be cool for the game, and that is what I did. So I can't wait to hear your feedback. Thank you. Bye.